Good morning. Okay, so first PH exam came. Okay, so now in the last, I think I was discussing about the trigonometric function and exponential function. They are the last one important point I have written. Trigonometric function, exponential function, and log. They are the dimensionless, and their input like x, sine x, then x, log x, then x, e to the power x, then x. X will be also dimensionless. Last point I have written, I think. Yes or no? Okay, so I will discuss some problem. Okay, so suppose I give the equation y is equal to a sine bx minus ct, and I'm asking the what is the dimension of the a, b, and c if the y is the displacement and x is the position. Position means also the distance. Okay, so x and the y has the same dimension, that is a L. Okay, now here a dimension like sine theta, whatever is there inside the sine, that is angle. So this sine theta, what is the dimension of this? It will be dimensionless. It will be dimensionless because sine theta will be dimensionless. So if it is a dimensionless, then dimension of y must be equal to the dimension of a. Dimension of a must be equal to the dimension of y. So what is the dimension of a? What is the dimension of a? So dimension of a, I can say what? That is equal to dimension of y. Because from the homogeneity we can equate only when they will have the same dimension. So what is the dimension of y? That is a L, and it is a dimension also. Okay, now we will go for the b and c. You can see here bx I am subtracting bx and ct. There is a minus sign is in between. Okay, bx and ct. Now when we can subtract the two quantities when they will have the same dimension, it means bx and ct has the same dimension. Everybody getting or not? Bx and ct has the same dimension, and they are the angle basically. Why? Because they are the input of the sine. Okay, so they are the input of the sine. So we know that in the sine theta is also the dimensionless. So it means bx and ct both will be dimensionless. Bx and ct both have the same dimension, and that will be dimensionless. Why? Here they are the angle. Everybody getting or not? So bx will be dimensionless as well as ct will be dimensionless. Up to this everybody got? Bx is dimensionless as well as ct is dimensionless. Now listen, if suppose that product of the two quantity like a and b, product of the two quantity ab is dimensionless, then what we will say? AB is dimensionless. So what is the mathematical relation you will write? Dimension of A into dimension of B is equal to 1. You will equate with 1. Okay, it means what we got? Dimension of A and dimension of B are reciprocal of each other. I repeat again, suppose the product of two quantity A and B, you are getting dimensionless. Then what we will write? Dimension of A into dimension of B is equal to 1, because we need some mathematical relation to get that relation between dimension of A and B. So dimension of A into dimension of B is equal to 1. From that what you will get? Dimension of A and B will be reciprocal of each other. If you are getting the ratio like A by B is the dimensionless, then same you will write dimension of A upon dimension of B is equal to 1. Okay. Then dimension of A and dimension of B will be equal. Why? When the two dimensions are equal, like L upon L, then you will get no dimension. Everybody got or not? So here A dimension is easy, directly we got L. Now what we can say? Bx is dimensionless. Bx and Ct is dimensionless. Okay. Now Bx is dimensionless means dimension of B into dimension of X. That I can write as what? 1. Okay. Then we can say what is the dimension of B? Dimension of B we got 1 upon dimension of X. 1 upon dimension of X means 1 by L, and that you can write as a L minus 1. Okay, so everybody got the dimension of B. Now Ct is dimensionless. Now you can say what is the dimension of C? Dimension of C, Ct is dimensionless, so dimension of C is the 1 by T. 1 by T, then what you will get? That is what? T minus 1. So dimension of B is the L minus 1, dimension of the C is the T minus 1. Okay. I think most of you got. Okay. Completed? Okay, next problem. Suppose I give the equation pressure P, I am writing as a alpha into e to the power minus beta T by alpha. Pressure P is equal to alpha into e to the power minus beta T by alpha. And I am asking what is the dimension of alpha and beta. Okay. So here e to the power x. E to the power x is e to the power anything that is a dimensionless. It is a dimensionless. If it is a dimensionless, then I can say what? I can equate only when dimension of alpha is equal to dimension of P. So alpha dimension directly we got dimension of alpha is equal to dimension of pressure, and pressure dimension we know what? ML minus 1 T minus 2. So that is what? ML minus 1 T minus 2. Pressure dimension we have got by using force upon area. Okay, so what is the dimension of alpha we got? That is the dimension of pressure. Why? Because e to the power x is dimensionless. Now after getting the alpha, now we have to get the beta. How we will get the beta? E to the power something, e to the power x. So x will be also dimensionless, means their input as well as output both are dimensionless. Now e to the power x is dimensionless as well as x is dimensionless. What is the x here basically? Negative sign doesn't matter, that is a beta T by alpha. For the dimension, no need to consider the negative sign. Beta T by alpha, what we can say? It is a dimensionless. Okay. Then we will say what? Beta T by alpha is dimensionless. Okay. Now dimension of beta into dimension of T upon dimension of alpha, that I can say what? That is equal to 1. Okay. Now dimension of beta, what I will get? Alpha dimension already I calculated. T, we know T dimension is what? T. So what is the dimension of beta? Dimension of beta is equal to M L minus 1 T minus 2. Cross multiply alpha dimension upon T. Then what we got? M L minus 1 T minus 3. That is the dimension of beta. Completed? Okay, most of the people got the answer also. Okay. Now, next thing is what? Application of dimension. Okay. Application, I think I have not discussed. Who will say? If you are considering the minus sign, then what will be the effect on the dimension? Vinay, if you are considering the negative sign, you will say minus beta t by alpha is dimensionless. Minus beta t by alpha is dimensionless means minus of x or x. That is a dimensionless means minus has not a unit or dimension. Same way we can say. So plus also. So there is a no need of minus will not decide the dimension now. Getting or not? If you are even considering minus also, minus beta t by alpha is the dimensionless, what will be the change? Okay, application not discussed. Okay. So first application is what? To verify okay, so to verify any formula or any equation, we can say to verify any physical equation, by using dimension we can verify the equation is correct or not. Equation is correct or not. Okay, so suppose I am writing one example. S is equal to ut plus suppose I am writing this. Okay, S is equal to ut plus 2at square. Okay, so I am asking that this equation is the correct or not. By the dimension we have to check. Okay, so what we will do, by the homogeneity we can say what dimension of the ut must, don't mug up this formula, it is a wrong formula, half is there. Okay, I'm just saying that why I have taken the 2 means I will show that by dimensionally this equation is also correct. Okay, so here if this equation is dimensionally correct, then dimension of ut must be equal to dimension of at square must be equal to dimension of s. Okay, constant we cannot verify by using dimension, so that's why there is no need to think about the 2. Okay, so here what is the dimension of the s, that you can say what, L. Okay, ut will have dimension what, u is the lt minus 1 into time, then what you will get, dimension you will get L. At square, what is the dimension, lt minus 2 into t square, then what you will get, L. Now what we got, left hand dimension is equal to right hand dimension, so we got that this equation is dimensionally correct. This equation is dimensionally correct. Equation is dimensionally correct, but is it correct equation? Is it correct equation? No. Why? Because constant we cannot, we know the actual equation is what, half at square, but what I have written here 2at square. So this equation is dimensionally correct, but actually it is not the actual equation because constant we cannot verify by using dimension. Everybody getting or not? So this equation is dimensionally correct. So this is the right equation. That's why we can say dimensionally it is correct, but it is not the right equation. Okay. Second example, suppose I am saying I have written the force is equal to mv cube by r. So maybe you know the formula of the centripetal force, mv square by r, mv square by r. But suppose I write the mv cube by r. Okay. Then if I find the dimension, so left hand dimension, what I will get? Force dimension, that is mlt minus 2. Okay. And right hand dimension, what I will get? M is the m, v cube, v is the velocity. So velocity dimension is what? Lt minus 1. When I will do the cube, so L cube t minus 3 upon r is what? L. Now what I got? ml square t minus 3. Okay. So here LHD and RHD are not equal. Left hand dimension and right hand dimension are not equal. And we can equate the quantity when they will have the same dimension. It means this equation is incorrect. This equation is dimensionally incorrect. It is a dimensionally incorrect. So it may or may not be correct, or it will be always incorrect. You will say if the equation fail the dimension test, then it will be correct. It may or may not be correct, or it will be always incorrect. Say fast. If the equation fail the dimension test, it may or may not be correct, or it will be always incorrect. Always incorrect. Means dimension test it has to pass. Dimension test if got failed, then directly we can say this equation is incorrect. If it passed the dimension test, then it may or may not be correct. Why? Because we cannot verify the constant. Everybody got or not? So this LHD not equal to RHD. So okay. So everybody got. So what we learned, if the equation is dimensionally correct, then it may or may not be correct. But if the equation is dimensionally incorrect, then it will be always incorrect. Okay. Completed. Second thing, if any equation contain, like suppose I am giving the one example, y is equal to a sine omega t. If I am writing y is equal to a sine omega t, and I am asking this equation is correct or incorrect. This equation is correct or incorrect. If y is equal to a sine omega t, so we have learned the SHM equation y is equal to a sine omega t, maybe you know. So if suppose you know, then you will say, sir, this is a correct equation because it is the SHM equation. Okay, y is equal to a sine omega t. If you don't know, then what you will do? You will say the sine omega t does not have dimension. Then y dimension and a dimension. A is the amplitude here. A is the amplitude. Amplitude is also the L. So y and a dimension is same. Omega t is the angle. Omega t is the angle, and angle is also dimensionless because omega. What is the formula of omega? 2 pi by capital T. Now omega dimension is what? T minus 1, and I am multiplying with t. So t and t minus 1, what you will get? Dimensionless. Okay. It means the omega t is dimensionless, that test it passed. Y is equal to y dimension is equal to a dimension, so this is the dimensionally correct. Okay, and we know that if you know that y is equal to a sin omega t, it is the equation of SHM, so it is a correct equation also. But suppose in the place of sin, I am giving the y is equal to a tan omega t. Okay, then if you will check the dimension, then y dimension and a dimension is same. Tan omega t is dimensionless, omega t is dimensionless. Okay, so that it passed the dimension test. But we know that it is a wrong equation. Okay, because actual equation is what? Either y is equal to a sin omega t or a cos omega t. But here I have written the tan, I can write the cot, I can write the cosec. It means what? This equation I cannot verify. Why? Sin theta, cos theta, these they don't have dimension. How I will verify their sin is there, their tan is there, or their cot is there? If the equation contains the sin theta or tan theta or cot theta, can we find that their sin theta is there or cos theta is there or tan theta is there? We cannot verify. Everybody getting or not? So what is the limitation here? I can say what? If the equation contains the trigonometric function or trigonometric ratio, if the equation contains the trigonometric ratio like sine, cos, tan, or it contains the exponential, or it contains the log, then those particular function we cannot verify by using dimension. So in the equation sine is there, or in the equation cos is there, or in the equation tan is there, can you verify? No. Everybody got or not? So second point, what I can say, if log or exponential then this function cannot verify by using dimension. Completed. Okay, so there's a limitation of this, means one we have learned, if that equation is dimensionally correct, then it may or may not be correct. If the equation is dimensionally incorrect, then it will be definitely incorrect. Second thing, if the equation contains the trigonometric ratios, log or the exponential, those functions we cannot verify by using dimension. Okay, completed. One small example you will say, this equation is dimensionally correct or not? Within 1 minute, everybody will say the answer. This equation is dimensionally correct or not? So that also written, na? So here, if you want, then you can write and constant that point already I said. Okay, so constant also we cannot, numeric constant also we cannot verify by dimension. So here I gave the one equation, y is equal to a sin x by v minus t. Then I am asking, this equation is dimensionally correct or not? This equation is dimensionally correct or not? So, okay, very good, very good. Good. Here, this is the dimensionless. That is okay. Sin theta is dimensionless. So dimension of y is equal to Deepika. It is incorrect. Dimension of y and dimension of a is equal to same. Y, a is the L, y is the L. So that test is passed. Okay. Second thing, x by v and minus t is there. So I am subtracting the x by v and t. What is the dimension of x by v? X by v, you can say what? L upon LT minus 1. So what you will get t. So here t minus t, basically x by v is also the t. So t minus t, that is we can subtract the same dimension. So second test it passed. But what is the unit of the t? What is the dimension of t minus t? Time minus time, you will get what? Time. So it means in the sign input, what we are getting? Angle. Here, angle is what? X by v minus t. Angle is the x by v minus t. And what is the dimension of that? Its dimension is the time, but angle should be dimensionless. Angle should be dimensionless. That's why it fails that test. So this equation is incorrect. Y dimension and A dimension okay, but X by V dimension, T dimension okay. Okay, so different basis we have to check the option. But X by V minus T. X by V minus T means T minus T. T minus T will be what? T. But angle must be dimensionless. So this is dimensionally incorrect. Okay. Second application is what? By using the dimension, we can establish the relation between the different physical quantity. Okay, like in our syllabus, some formula is there that directly we mucked up the formula. Like suppose I will take the example of the time period of simple pendulum. So we know that T is equal to 2 pi under root L by G. But sometimes we know that this physical quantity depends on this quantity. But how, we don't know. Like suppose I don't know the time period formula of simple pendulum. Time period formula is what? 2 pi under root of L by G. But suppose I don't know. But one thing I know, that time period of simple pendulum, it depends upon the length and G. Okay, but I don't know it is a directly proportional to L, or it is a directly proportional to L square, or it is a directly proportional to root L. That we don't know. So that relation I can get by using the dimension. That relation we can get by using the dimension. Okay, so second application is what? Okay, can see. Okay, can you see or I can see? What you are asking, Valini? So we can establish relation between different physical quantities. So one example I am taking. If time period of, that is a solved example of NCERT, time period of simple pendulum depends upon length and acceleration due to gravity. That is what? G. Then we have to find the expression for the, like what, how the time period depends upon the L and G. Okay, everybody got? So suppose I gave the time period of the simple pendulum, it depends on the two factors, length of the simple pendulum and acceleration due to gravity. Then I'm asking how the time period depends upon the length, how the time period depends upon the G. Maybe I can ask what is that power of the L in the formula of the time period, what is the power of the G in the formula of the time period. Okay, so by using the dimension we can get this relation. What we will do, previous class I said one method like to write the dimension when we are changing the fundamental system, how we can find the dimension of different quantity. Same method we will use here. So listen now. Time period here depends upon the L and G. Okay, but how I don't know. Means T is directly proportional to L square or T is inversely proportional to L. So what we will do, T directly proportional to, suppose I am writing L to the power A, G to the power B. I took the two variable A and B. Okay, means A may be negative also, A may be ratio fraction also, A may be positive also, A may be integer also. I don't know. How the time period depends on the L, I don't know. Okay, so I took the power of L is what, A, and the power of G is equal to what, B. Everybody got? Now left hand dimension. What is the left hand dimension? Left hand dimension is equal to what? T. Because left hand only time period is there. And what is the dimension of M? 0. What is the dimension of L? 0. Okay. Now right hand dimension if I write. So RHD, what I will write? RHD is equal to what? L to the power A. Okay. G is what? LT minus 2. Whole to the power B. Okay. Now what I will get here? To L power I got L to the power A plus B and T to the power minus 2B. Okay. Now here the equation is the correct, then left hand dimension will be equal to the right hand dimension. Okay, so I will say what, LHD will be equal to RHD. So or RHD I can say that is equal to what, LHD. Now RHD what I have, L to the power A plus B, T to the power minus 2B, that is equal to what, L power what I can write 0 and T to the power 1. If L is not there, so what is the dimension of L? I can write 0. Now if I equate, then what is the equations I am getting? A plus B. A plus B is equal to 0. That is equation 1. And minus 2B is equal to what? 1. If you equate the T power. Then what is the B I got? B I got minus 1 by 2. Okay. B is the minus 1 by 2. Now if I put the B value in the first equation. So what is the A I will get? A is equal to minus B. It means A value what I got? 1 by 2. So I got the value of A and B. A is equal to 1 by 2. B is equal to minus 1 by 2. Everybody got? Now what is the relation I got? T directly proportional to L to the power A. L to the power A means L to the power 1 by 2. And G to the power B means G to the power minus 1 by 2. Or I can say T directly proportional to under root of L by G. So by this I got the how the time period depends upon the L, how the time period depends upon the G. I can say T is directly proportional to root L and T is inversely proportional to the root G. Everybody got or not? They say yes or no? Okay. Now maybe you can think, sir, I know this formula, why I will do the using dimension and I will check that what is the T power and what is the G power, because in the physics we will learn later in the simple harmonic motion oscillation chapter, we will learn time period formula of the simple pendulum. So if they are asking the how the time period depends upon the L, how the time period depends upon the L, so directly we can say T directly proportional to root L, T inversely proportional to root G. Why I will use a dimension, a method, and then I will drive unnecessary, I will waste the time. And how they will ask the question on this concept. So suppose which formula we know that is okay. Like here we know the time period of simple pendulum T is equal to 2 pi under root L by G. But some formula we don't know. Suppose they said the largest mass that can flow in the river, it depends upon the velocity of river, density of the river, and the acceleration due to gravity. Okay, means when you read the question, you cannot connect the what is the formula we have or how we can connect these quantities. And they will say how the largest mass depends upon the velocity of river. Okay, so it means in that type of question means we don't have the idea, we don't have any formula. Then only one option is there, we can go through the dimension. Everybody getting on same way, we have to find them and we will get the value of the variable. Accordingly, we will get the power. It depends on directly proportional to square, whatever it is there. Everybody getting or not? So known formula, that is okay. Unknown formula, unknown quantity they are saying, then we can establish the relation by using this method. Everybody got or not? So maybe you are thinking that in the NEET how they will ask the question based on this concept. So they can say like this. Okay, means they will ask the unknown formula, only they will say how the this quantity depends on this quantity. Okay, completed. Like you can try centripetal force M, we know the F is equal to mv square by r. So suppose I gave force depends on the mass, velocity and radius. What is the formula of the centripetal force? So same way, F directly proportional to m to the power a, v to the power b, r to the power c. Solve it, you will get the mv square by r. Everybody got? Now, what is the limitation? What is the limitation of this method? Everybody getting or not up to this? So, what I said, T is equal to under root of L by G directly proportional I got. Same way I can derive like centripetal force F is equal to mv square by r. I can derive kinetic energy K is equal to half mv square. Potential energy formula mgh. If they have given the data means potential energy depends on m, g and h, then I can get this relation by using dimension. Everybody getting or not? But suppose I gave like this formula, okay? S is equal to ut plus half at square. Now, can I get this formula by using the dimensional analysis? I can verify, that is a different thing. Can I get this formula by using dimensional analysis? So, suppose I gave the displacement depends upon the initial velocity, time and acceleration. Like displacement S depends upon the initial velocity u, time t and acceleration a. Then what is the expression of the displacement? What is the expression of the displacement? Then what you will write? X is directly proportional. S is directly proportional to u to the power a. Because I said what? S depends upon, displacement depends upon initial velocity, acceleration and time. Then how we will proceed? We will write what? S directly proportional to u to the power a, g to the power a to the power b, t to the power c. After solving something maybe whatever you are getting, okay? Can you get the plus or minus sign in between? You will get suppose some a value, b value, c value. Then can you? It all will come in the multiplication. Will you get the plus or minus in between? No. Like you write u to the power a to the power b, t to the power c. All are in the product. So we will not get the plus or minus sign in between. We cannot get. Everybody getting or not? So means the equation which contain the more than one term, like S is equal to ut plus half at square, V is equal to u plus at, kinetic energy of the rolling body K is equal to half mv square plus half I omega square. Okay, so many formulas are there. These formula contain the two term. This formula contain the two term. So if the any equation contain the more than one term, that we cannot get by using dimensional analysis. Everybody got or not? So if the equation contain more than one term, that equation we cannot get by using the dimensional analysis. Everybody got or not? Okay, for example, like this. Everybody got? Second thing, suppose I am saying y is equal to a sine omega t. This equation I gave, okay? Can I derive this function by using the dimensional analysis? So I will say the displacement of the particle in the SHM, depends upon the amplitude A, angular frequency omega, and time t. Then find the expression for the displacement. So you will say, sir, y is directly proportional to a to the power a, omega to the power b, t to the power c. Okay. If you don't know the equation, you know that their sine is there, cos is there. Can you get the sine, cos, tan by this method? When you are writing like y directly proportional to a to the power a, omega to the power b, t to the power c, can you get the sine theta and cos, sine omega t, cos omega t? We don't know. If we don't know how you will get the sine theta, cos theta. You can get the exponential. No. You can get the log. No. So if the equation contain the exponential, trigonometric function, log, those equation we cannot get by using the dimensional analysis because we don't know what is there. Everybody getting or not? Because they don't have sine theta, exponential, they don't have the dimension. Okay. So what we can say? If equation contain by using dimension. Everybody got? Okay. So this is the application of the dimension and the dimension part, particularly dimension part, that is over. Again, we will use the dimension later, but dimensional based most of the problem is over. Okay. Now another what we gave in the weekend syllabus, conversion of unit. Okay, so like suppose I am asking the relation 1 meter is equal to how much centimeter? Then you will say 1 meter is equal to what? 100 centimeter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. Okay. Now if you see this relation, so meter is the larger unit or centimeter is the larger unit? Meter is the larger unit or centimeter is the larger unit? Meter is the larger unit. Okay. When I am taking the meter this side, meter is a larger unit, then what is the magnitude I am getting here? If I am taking the meter here, then what is the magnitude I am getting here? 1. Okay. Centimeter is a smaller unit. Centimeter is a smaller unit. With centimeter, what is the magnitude I am getting? 100. So 100 is more than the 1 or not? So it means what? Okay. So 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. When I am taking the small unit, magnitude I am getting 100. When I am taking large unit, then magnitude what we have? 1. It means what we can say, the product of the magnitude of the quantity and unit will be constant. Why? When I am taking the unit larger, like meter I took, when I took the unit larger, then the magnitude will be smaller. If I am taking the magnitude unit smaller, then magnitude will be larger. Everybody getting or not? So by this way, what we can say? Product of magnitude and unit of a given quantity is constant. So it means what we can say? N into U is equal to constant. What is the N here? N I am taking magnitude. And what is the U? U is the unit. Or we can say from this, N is inversely proportional to N is inversely proportional to U. Means if I am taking the larger unit, then magnitude in that unit, magnitude will be smaller. If I am taking the smaller unit, then magnitude will be larger. Everybody got or not? Up to this okay? This relation I think most of you know. So if I want to go from the one system to another system, I want to convert from one system, one quantity from one system to another system, okay? Then what will, in one system magnitude is N1, unit is U1, other unit magnitude is N2, unit is the U2. Then what we can say, N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. Why? Their product is constant. So for two different systems, I can say what? N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. So if you want to convert the one system of unit to the other system, then we can use the relation N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. Okay? Completed? So one example. So suppose first very simple question I gave. We want to convert the density 5 kg per meter cube into the gram per centimeter cube. Density unit everybody know, density formed as the mass by volume. Mass MKS I am writing as a kg and volume I am writing as a meter cube. And I want to go to the CGS. CGS what is the unit? Gram per centimeter cube. Okay. So I want to convert the 5 kg per meter cube and I need the value in the gram per centimeter cube. So first thing, if this type of simple question is there, so without applying the N1 U1 unnecessary N1 U1 N2 U2 you write, directly we can do. I will show the both method. Here density I gave D is equal to what? 5 kg per meter cube. Okay. So I need in the place of kg I need the gram. I need the gram. So what I will do? We know the relation between kg and gram. 1 kg is equal to 1000 grams. So what I will do? 5 into 1000. In the place of kg I can write gram. Okay. Then upon me in the place of meter I need centimeter. Then 1 meter is equal to what? 100 centimeters. So I will put what? 100 centimeter. Okay. But here cube is there. So what I will do? I will do the cube of this. Okay. Now what I got? 5 into 10 to the power 3 upon 100 means 10 to the power 2. Its cube is what? 10 to the power 6. 10 to the power 6 centimeter cube. Now this 10 to the power 6 will go in the numerator, then it become minus 6, then plus 3 minus 6 minus 3. So what we got? 5 into 10 to the power minus 3 gram per centimeter cube. Okay. So what is the unit in that CGS we got? 5 into 10 to the power minus 3 gram per centimeter cube. So 5 kg per meter cube is equal to 5 into 10 to the power minus 3 gram per centimeter cube. This everybody got or not? So this type of conversion is needed. Maybe sometime it is needed in the any question also. So then in the question directly we can convert like this way. Okay. Completed. But by using the N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2, how you will get? So if I'm using the N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2, same problem. Okay. So listen, to apply this formula, to apply this relation N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2, first what we will do, we will decide what, because these are the common mistakes students are doing. They are picking the 1 and 2 randomly. Suppose N1 you took from one unit, U1 unit you have taken from the other unit, because that time N1 U1 N2 U2 relation is there. So mistake what we are doing, N1 like suppose magnitude you are taking from one system and unit you are taking from the other system. So first in the mind you have to decide, means which system I am taking 1, which system I am taking 2. Which system I am taking 1, before applying this formula, think that which system I will take 1, which system I will take 2. Okay, and according to that what you have to find, okay, you can you will identify. So and suppose I took the system 1 I took the MKS, and system 2 I decide that I will take CGS. 1 I took the MKS, 2 I will take CGS. Then what I will say, 1 I am taking MKS, so N1 what I will say, N1 is equal to, I gave 5, because system 1 I am taking MKS. U1 what I will take, U1 is equal to kg per meter cube. Okay, N2 I don't know, N2 we have to find. Okay, and U2 what I will take, U2 is equal to gram per centimeter cube. Okay, now I will use the N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2, so I will say what, 5 into kg upon meter cube, that is equal to what, N2 I don't know, and gram per centimeter cube. Okay, now here if I will cancel the unit anyhow, then I will get the value of N2. So now it is your choice, you can convert the gram into the kg or you can convert the kg into the gram. Okay, so then what I can write here, 5 in the place of kg I can write 1000 gram, and in the place of meter I can write 100 centimeter whole cube. That is equal to what, N2 gram per centimeter cube. Okay, now here gram cancel out, centimeter cube will get cancel out. So here I got what, 100 to the power 3, that is a 10 to the power 6. It will go in the numerator, minus 6. Then what I got, N2 I got, N2 is equal to 5 into 10 to the power minus 3. Everybody got or not? So answer we will get the same. Like we have to know that how to apply this method. Okay, I will discuss the one two more problem. Completed. Okay. So for this type of problem, simple conversion from one unit to other unit, it is a simple, like without using N1 unit, you can go fast. Okay. But suppose I am giving the problem. We have to convert the 10 Newton force into the system in which unit of length is 10 centimeter and unit of mass 25 gram and unit of time is 1 second. Okay, so here I am saying that we have to convert the 10 Newton force into the system in which unit of length is 10 centimeter, unit of mass is 25 gram, and unit of time is 1 second. Okay, who will say unit system 2 is what? What is the system 2? MKS or CGS? What is the system 2? MKS or CGS? System 2, MKS or CGS? Means One I gave a Newton. Newton is what? Newton is the SI. SI and MKS are same. Okay. So when we are putting the force in the Newton, it means I have to follow the MKS unit, because the rest of the quantity we will put in the MKS unit. I'm talking about the second, in which I have to convert. In which I have to convert. It is not the MKS nor the CGS. If it is a CGS, then unit of length will be 1 centimeter. Unit of mass will be 1 gram, and unit of time will be 1 second. But here in the second system, I gave the unit of length is not 1 centimeter. Unit of length is 10 centimeter. Unit of 1 unit length means in that new system, any new system, it is not the MKS, not the CGS, not the FPS. Any new system I made. Okay, in that, if suppose in that system I'm saying I have the 2 unit length. I have the 2 unit length in that system. So how much length I have? 20 centimeter. In that system, suppose I have the 4 unit mass. So how much mass I have? 100 gram. So that is not the MKS nor the CGS. It is a new system they have made. Everybody getting or not? So means in that system, if I'm saying the 1 unit mass I have, so it means I have 25 gram mass. If I have 1 unit length, so if I have 10 centimeter. Okay. Everybody got or not? Now listen. First, what I said, we will decide that which we will take as a 1, which we will take as a 2. Okay. Second thing, what? Newton. Newton, you will not cancel with something gram and centimeter. So when they are giving the SI unit like Newton, Pascal, okay. So what we will do, that we will write in the terms of dimension. Like here I gave the force. Force dimension everybody know. Okay. So they have given the Newton, but I know what is the meaning of Newton. MKS and SI both will be same in that case. So we will take what? Newton I can write as the kg meter per second square. So if you don't know, then first what we have to do, we have to write the dimension. We have to write the dimension. Like force dimension if I write. So dimension of force I know MLT minus 2. So in the place of unit, what we will do? First we will write the dimension. Now what is the mass unit in that system I am taking? What is the length unit in that system I am taking? What is the time unit in that system I am taking? That I will put. Okay, whether they given the Newton or the Pascal, we know that SI unit and the MKS I can take same. Okay, everybody getting or not? So we will not use U1, I will not put Newton. I will put in the mass unit, length unit and time unit. Then only we can cancel the unit from both sides. Everybody got or not? Okay. So what is the N1 I will take? Now one system 1 I decide the MKS. So N1 I will take magnitude what I gave. N1 is equal to 10. Okay. What is the U1 I will take? From the dimension MLT minus 2, what is the unit I will take? In the place of M, kg. Why? Newton is in the SI, SI and MKS I will take the same. Kg in the place of length, meter, and in the place of time I will put second. So U1 what I will take? Kg meter per second square. Okay. N2 there I need to find. N2 I have to find. And U2 I will take the new system. U2 is the new system. Completed. Now I will use the N1 U1 is equal to N2 U2. N1 is what? 10. U1 what I will put? Kg meter per second square. N2 we have to find. Okay, U2 what I will put? Now dimension, in the dimension, what is the unit of mass I will put in the new system? In the dimension, what is the unit of mass I will put? I will put unit of mass is what? 25 gram. What is the unit of length I will put? Unit of length 10 centimeter. So I will write here what? 10 centimeter. And in the place of time, what I will put? Second they have given as a second. Time they have given second. So second square. Everybody got? Now you can solve. First we have to cancel the unit. So 10 into kg I can write as a 1000 gram. Meter I can write as 100 centimeter upon second square. That is equal to what? N2 into 25 gram into 10 centimeter upon second square. Now second square, gram, centimeter cancel out. Now here what we got, this 0 cancel out. 25 4s are 100 means 40. So what is the N2 I got? N2 is equal to 4000. Okay, so N2 what we got? N2 is equal to 4000. Up to this everybody got? N2 is equal to 4000. So if they are asking only the magnitude of the force in the new system, what is the magnitude? If we are taking the 10 Newton force, then what will be the magnitude of the force in that system? Then I can say in that system magnitude of force will be 4000. Are everybody getting or not? So I can say 10 Newton force will be equal to the 4000 in the new system. After that how I can write the relation? I can write what? N1 U1, N1 is what? 10, U1 is what? Newton. That is equal to what? N2 is what? 4000. Okay. This relation, why I am writing this relation 10 Newton is a 4000 new system. Suppose they ask, in the new system, 1 unit of force is equal to how much Newton? In that system, 1 unit of force is equal to how much Newton? In that system, 1 unit of force is equal to how much Newton? In that system, 1 unit of force is equal to how much Newton? So I will write this relation. Now 1 unit force in that system. 1 unit force in that system means in the place of 4000 I need 1. So what I will do? I will divide the 4000 in this side. So 1, I can say what? 1 unit in new system. It means here 4000, I will divide the 4000 on both sides. So what I will get? 10 by 4000 Newton, or I can say 1 by 400 Newton. So in that system, what I can say, 1 unit, if suppose in that system I have 1 unit of force, in that system I have 1 unit of force, so how much force I can write in the Newton? So that I can write 1 by 400 Newton. Everybody got or not? That's why I write this relation. Means if they are asking the 1 Newton is equal to, then I can say 400 new system. If they are asking 1 in the new system, then how much Newton? Then I can use this relation. Okay. Everybody understood or not? So on this concept, more question required or it is enough? You will do by own. The time is there. Okay, one more I am giving. Okay, tell fast. Convert 5 kg per meter cube into the system in which unit of the length is 10 centimeter and unit of the mass is 50 gram. One answer I got 10 to the power minus 3. 10 to the power minus 3. I think then answer will be 10 to the power minus 3 maybe. Two member given the answer 10 to the power minus 3. Then here N1, suppose MKS 1 I am taking, then it is about 5, N2 and U1 what I will take? U1 is equal to kg per meter cube. N2 we have to find, and U2 is what? New system. Now what are the values? So N1 means 5 kg per meter cube. That is equal to what? N2 into unit of mass, what I will put? 50 gram. And unit of length I will put 10 centimeter, means 10 into 10 into 10, and centimeter means centimeter cube. Centimeter into centimeter into centimeter. Oh, sorry. Here I gave, that is okay. Okay, so in the place of mass, I will put the 50 gram. In the place of unit of the length, I will put 10 centimeter. So 10 centimeter into 10 centimeter into 10 centimeter, I will get 1000 centimeter cube. Now, then 5 kg I can write as about 1000 gram, and meter I can write as what? 100 centimeter whole cube. That is equal to what? N2 into 50 gram upon 1000 centimeter cube. Now gram centimeter cube cancel out. Now here this 5, this become 10, 10 10 cancel out. Here 100 cancel out. So what we got here now? N2 value. N2 is equal to what? 1000 upon. Here what I will get? Cube is there. So one cancel out. How much values you are getting? 10 to the power. Okay, 100 is also there. And here we are getting 10 to the power 6. What is the value? 5 and this. That the people are saying 10 to the power minus 3. That is confusing. Priya and Vamsi deleted his answer. So here what we are getting, then it will be 10 to the power 6. Then what is the answer? 10 to the power minus 1 or 1 by 10. Unit of length what I gave? Mass I gave. Unit of length is the 10 and mass. That is okay. So 50 gram and unit of length is the 10 centimeter. Everybody getting 1 by 10? So 5 kg per meter cube is equal to 1 by 10 into in new system. Okay, so now you will do the problems. So if any module, any material you have, you can solve the few question. All the gravitation question we cannot do right now because all the formula we don't know. So later in the time of revision, we will discuss the problem, that how we can relate the quantity and we can do the problem more fast. Okay, so that time we will learn, because after completion of the syllabus, you know all the formula, then we can connect fast. Okay, so right now all dimension is not required. No need to mug up the dimension also. Whatever I ask, that only you will try to remember. Okay, some dimension we are using very frequently, that's why we have to remember, like G, H, force, energy. Okay, that dimension you have to remember. Okay, and rest we have to remember the basic formula. Okay, everybody getting or not? Like magnetic field, permeability, all these we don't know. Maybe you know the quantity or maybe you don't know. So that's why we cannot find its dimension. Old gym, new gym, you can try, no problem. Means we have change is what we have done, the change what the deleted portion we have removed from the new gym. Okay, sir, in Q unit of length is in the question unit of length is centimeter, but in formula we took unit of length as centimeter cube. Unit of you are putting the gram per means unit. What is the dimension of the density? ml minus 3. So in the place of L, what you will put? 10 centimeter, but L cube is there. Denominator L cube is there. So what is the 1 unit length? In the place of L, you will put the 10 centimeter. But what is the power of the L there? Cube. Then 10 centimeter whole cube. 10 centimeter whole cube. Then what you will get? 1000 centimeter cube. Vinay. Understood? Okay. Jim, you have not got? Okay, then I will ask, no problem. Yeah, that is enough. That is enough. And later also we will do some problem we will learn in the test. So many tests you will give. So that's why you will get the sufficient knowledge. And some gym question, you have to circle it. Which quantity you don't know. Okay. Which quantity you don't know, you can circle. Later when we will learn, we will complete the whole syllabus. That time, after that, you can do those questions also. Okay. Completed. New gym, that is your choice, but that is not necessary. You can go through the old gym. Okay, then bye-bye. Any other thing you want to ask? Later I will give. Okay, bye-bye.